Oh, hi there. It's come to my attention that many vegans are not anarchists. Indeed, some are actually socialists as well. And this is problematic. Socialism requires the socialization of the means of production, which means that things that are produced are typically nationalized by the state. And that would include slaughterhouses. So in some countries, there's state-run slaughterhouses. In many countries, particularly across Europe, farming is subsidised, and of course that includes farming of animals. So the farms are actually paid to produce meat, milk, etc. And on top of that, and this is true in the EU takes tax revenue and it purchases butter and cheese and milk, and then it pays for warehouses and it puts all the surplus produce in these warehouses. And this is a deliberate political strategy to keep farmers afloat, producing milk that would otherwise go bust. And of course, it has the effect of inflating the price of the goods as well. So that's all really unacceptable because as a vegan, I want to be able to go down to the shops and not buy animal products. This is actually in the definition of veganism. You need to be able to individually make your own choice of your own free will and not buy animal products. But the socialisation of the means of production in the world currently as it is means that your money is going to be taken and used to buy animal products irrespective of whether you personally do or do not. So that's why as a vegan I can't be socialist. And then we come on to the anarchy question, and this is a little bit more deeper. Fundamentally, we farm animals, and I don't include myself here, of course, for the purpose of extracting their produce. So, for example, meat or milk or eggs and so on and so forth. Because that's what these animals produce that people want to use, and therefore that's why those animals are exploited. And as a vegan, we ethically object to this because inherently we believe that a animal's body is its own property, and also the products of the animal's body are inherently its property. So there's no rational sense in which those things can be legitimately acquired as a property of humans. It's a sort of a bodily autonomy thing, really. And it goes across the board, even to bees and insects, and I think there's probably some moral grey areas there. But anyway, in principle, it's about non-exploitation and it's about property rights. And if you look at the human animal, because of course veganism isn't just about non-human animals, it includes all animals, humans too. It's not speciesist. We humans, well, unless you come from some pretty creepy places, we don't eat each other's meat, and we don't eat, well, other than babies, of course, which is a consensual act, we don't take women's milk by force and extract it and farm women to make milk and cheese. What we humans do produce, though, is wealth. We make things, we make stuff, and we provide goods and services. So that, if you like, is the product of our labour, and it's this which the government wishes to take from us in much the same way as farmers take dairy products, eggs, meat, etc. from animals. The government is a farming organisation, essentially extracting the product of human labours. And so this is objectionable as well because it's exploitative. It uses the power of the police state in exactly the same way that farmers have farm hands that prod and pull cattle and attach milking machines to them. The parallel is very strong, and in ethically, I mean, it's the same thing. It's an immoral behaviour, and it's not respecting the right of the individual to keep the products of his labour. So I hope that's all been quite clear. And of course, if there's anything you disagree with me about or don't understand, please do comment under this programme because I'll be very interested to hear any counter arguments. as long as they really are good counter arguments and not sort of stupid points. So thanks for listening, and bye for now.